May 2016 to be exact. It's the year that I had my son. And I just remember it being a rainy day and my husband and I getting into the car, and I was praying and I was like, I just gotta make it to the hospital. We gotta make it to the hospital because it was raining so hard. And I said to myself, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this.
There's so much on your nose.
Hi. So this video is long overdue. So this is kind of a long video. It just goes back to 2016, May 2016 to be exact. It's the year that I had my son. And I just remember it being a rainy day and my husband and I getting into the car, and I was praying and I was like, I just gotta make it to the hospital. We gotta make it to the hospital because it was raining so hard. And I said to myself, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this. And ever since then, when good things happen, sometimes it's hard for me to share because I had a huge party when my first child was supposed to be born, my daughter Elle, and there was like, I invited all these people to the house just to like let them know that we were gonna have a baby. And it had to be like 30 people, maybe more. But people came from out of town. We had got a new house and we all came and we were just like celebrating the house. And then at the end of the day, my husband and I were like, we're gonna have a baby. And then like a couple months later, we ended up losing our daughter, Elle. So, and then a couple months after that, almost like 6 or 7 months later, we lost our son, Benjamin. So, sometimes it's just hard for me to talk about good things because, you feel like it might get taken away from you. But my goal is really to give and not hold back so much. And I know that creating those videos in the past have helped other people. And just them giving their information in the comments saying, oh, it happened to me too. Oh, it happened to me too. Like, it wasn't just me. It was more than me. It was me trying to help other people that were possibly going through the same thing and knowing that there's a community that could be helped that people aren't talking to. So, in May 2016, we had my son. He was healthy. He was perfect. And, I want to share that story because I want people to know that sometimes you should share if it's bad or if it's good, because it's helping more than just you. It's helping other people. And 2016 to me was a moment where I knew everything that I was working for had a purpose. Once I had my son, I was like, wow, so like, what do I do, as a new mom? So like, you're fighting so hard to become a mom, and then you become a mom, and you're like, I have no clue what I'm getting into. So, just taking everyone's advice and trying my best to do my best and still keep up myself. I wanted to keep those moments private at the time because I just didn't want to lose them. And I wanted to know that my son would be safe and that it would just be our family. And then eventually I could share. So what I did do is I did videotape like a lot of the good experiences that we had. And some of the things that we did and we went through. But I really want to move forward on this channel with knowing that giving in the future has given back to me now. And I say that as far as our losses, they did not go in vain. They have helped other people. I went through it twice, but maybe someone else watching this may only go through it once because they saw my experience. And I really challenge you to share your story with my story. Like, below in the comments, share if something has happened to you, and it might help someone else. Because nowadays we're kind of stuck at home, and you don't have really a community to go to say, hey, what do I do next? Or how is this being done? Or what happened? So I think living that and now seeing my life, I'm like, wow, I'm so grateful. And I want to continue to share like the positive things and the negative things that happened in my life to the best of my ability, and still having enough privacy to know that we're in a safe place. But, I think it's important because this is the day and age. It's like the day and age where everyone's watching TV. Even though I don't really watch TV. I do like YouTube, but I think some parts of TV is really negative, and you have to be careful what you consistently show yourself, because it might become a self-fulfilling prophecy. So, I really pay attention to what I'm watching and what I'm reading to make sure it's something that I want to express in the world. I know it's important, I guess, to see what's going on in the world, but you want to know what's going on with you too. What I meant, and explain it a little bit about just like media, television, and just really paying attention to what's being presented to you. Once I really started paying attention, my life became so much more positive and in a really good way. Like, my relationship is better with my husband. My relationship with my kids is extremely strong. And I feel like it's because I'm watching positive influences and not what society wants me to watch. So you'd be surprised all the random commercials that come on and things like that you just subconsciously watch constantly and constantly. I think it's important for me to know not everything that I'm being shown, but realizing when I'm being shown something that some of those things aren't for me. My whole point to this really is how much more time you could have for yourself to accomplish the things that you wanted if you really paid attention to the things around you as far as what society is presenting to you. Are those the things that you want to see? Or are those the things that they want you to see? And for me, blocking certain things for a certain amount of time, whether it's television, social media, has gotten me so much farther. And I can explain in several different ways, which I won't do now. But just taking it as an idea, try cutting out some of the things that you're using. It's really helped me, and it's brought me closer to my family. And I think at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want to be closer to our family. We want to build successful families. So I think it's important to take care of ourselves. So moving forward, I want to be the best version of myself. You know, I want to be the best wife I could be, the best mom I can be, and get myself into shape. You know, I'm working on that, but that's a constant process in itself. But I think everyone has an idea of the person that they want to be. Now, whether or not you choose to be that person, it is up to you. But my goal is really to become who I want to be and to show that to the world in the best way that I know how. And I really hope seeing my story inspire someone. And because I watch stories sometimes and they really inspire me. I mean, even to the point when I felt like I couldn't have children, I would watch, you know, other videos of, you know, people around the same age having kids and stuff. Sometimes it's hard, but just knowing in my heart what's meant for me, and then God giving me that. At that moment when I had my son in May 2018, I knew that like that's what I wanted to live for. And I could create literally the things that I wanted if I worked for them. And even when people told me I couldn't, I knew that it was something that I could get. So I hope if in any way this could help you, it does. And if you have a story similar to mine, or if anything that has happened to you that you think you need to share, maybe this is the nudge for you to start your own channel. Because I think that it's important to express things that people aren't talking about that's bugging us, you know, because it's unfiltered. I feel like some of the world is very filtered or infiltrated to the point where they're giving you the story that they want you to see. And it's important to know that and really take heed to what's being fed to you on a daily basis. And if there's a goal that you're trying to reach, maybe you need to cut things out for a little while and just focus on the things that will make you better. And for the last few years, that's really what I've been trying to do. And that's it, really. And I hope this was helpful. And have a good day.